PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey, here's my follow-up for last week's video talking about the top 10 things that I would pick off the Certified Assurance 160 check sheet. Assurance, assurance, assurance. Okay, so what I did is I took the book. If you guys have come to the class, you've got the book. And remember, because of the limited amount of time that they give us to spend together, 2.5 to 3 hours, there is so much embedded in this program that there's no way we can talk about everything. You know, simple things like if you're traveling in the Gulf States region, that the 800 number for your roadside assistance is different in those 5 states than it is for the rest of the states, including Canada. So these things are all embedded in the book, and that's why I give you guys the book so you can do it as a reference guide. So if there's something a customer has a question on, hopefully I've got a page on it that clearly specifies exactly what they get and what they don't get. So I love to have those conversations. So here's my top 10, and it's not, don't make it your top 10. If you didn't go ahead and do your top 10 like I asked you to do, don't use mine. Look through the sheet and look at what your customers are looking for. I think you'll be interested to see what I pick. Number 1, and I would argue that everybody should have chose number 1. But what it says is, run and print vehicle history report and attach. Run TechStream health check and attach diagnostic report. Check and perform outstanding SSCs. As everybody watching this video knows, if we have a campaign or a recall and you have certified inventory in stock, you have to immediately take the certified badging and tags off of the car, and the car cannot be sold as a certified car. A lot of people looked at it as a negative. I looked at it as we are protecting the consumer. We are selling a premium car. We're charging you a premium price. If there's an issue with that car, we are no longer in a position to charge you that premium price until Toyota has come up with a fix, and then we pay your dealer to fix the car. It's a pain in the rear. I absolutely understand that. I understand that when we had Corolla and it almost went 6 months, it really hurt the numbers for this year, but that goes back to assuring the customer that we are serious about this program. It's not just a sticker. It's not just, hey, it's a certified car that's been looked at in the shop. It is a commitment to all the people that buy a car. And you and I both talked about it last week. When 84% of the people come back to buy another certified or a new car because of the quality, that's why I picked number 1. I don't know if you picked number 1 or not, but that was my number 1. Number 2 for me, not in order, but I'm going in order of the 160. No abnormal vibrations and noise during brake application. All I'm trying to make a point here with the customer is that during this hour and a half that I'm paying the tech full shop rate, or hour or 2 hours, whatever your dealership pays, that tech has to go drive the car. They don't just look over the car with a flashlight like you see some of the videos. They get in the car and do a road test. I challenge that any independent dealership has anybody that drove that car unless they had to drive it back from the auction. Whoever does their lot, whoever sets their cars up, drives it out and parks it there, and that's the last time the car was driven until one of the salespeople drive it and then come back and tell the owner, hey man, that car's got a problem. Well, you know what, just change the price. Thanks for buying an Edge used car lot. Number 10, ABS operates properly via TechStream health check. If you've been in my class, then you know I say this. Name the star safety system, TSS and TSSP, that doesn't use the quality of the brakes for the safety technology. Think about what I'm telling you right here. I mean, all this stuff, pre-collision, lane correct, vehicle stability control, all of these things are controlled by the brakes. So why would any consumer ever take any Toyota to anybody but a certified Toyota technician to do their brake service? They paid all the money for this technology. That just seems like it'd be very unwise. And I've got to believe it's because the salesperson didn't look at them and say, never take your brakes to anybody but our Toyota dealership for these facts. Very powerful. I jump way on down to headlights are properly aligned. So you shouldn't have to think about that when you drive away. You know, the first time you drive your used car at night and the headlights are shining about 3 inches in front of the car, or they're going up there and they're flashing the satellites. So they take and they make sure every single headlight is aligned. Again, I'm telling you, if you buy a car out of somebody's driveway, they don't have a mark on their garage door where they check the headlight alignment before you took delivery. And I promise you, if you buy an Edge used car lot, they didn't take the car in the back and check the headlights. They might have checked to see if the headlights worked so they could safety inspect the car, and the taillights worked, but they didn't look at the adjustment. I'll give you another one, spare tire present. Man, what a great day that would be. Driving out in the middle of nowhere in the car you just purchased, still got a paper tag on the back, and you have a flat tire, and you're going like, man, I probably should have bought a new car. I shouldn't have bought that car at Ed's used car lot because now the tire's flat. I'll tell you a quick story, and I hate to jump off task here for a second, but I've got a police officer friend that I ride motorcycles with. He bought a motorcycle at the Brand B motorcycle purchase place, and they delivered him a motorcycle. On the way home, the front tire went flat. They sold a defective front tire. You know they had to add air to that tire while that bike was on the lot. They sold a police officer a defective tire on the front of a motorcycle. I told him, I go, I would have taken that back in my uniform, wearing my gun, and go give me my money back. So craziness that they risk his life to cut corners to sell. I'm not saying that aftermarket dealerships and these Ed's used cars of the world do this. All I'm telling you is they're trying to spend as little as they possibly can. And if they had to air the tire up 2 or 3 times that week, they don't care. Once they deliver the car to you and it goes flat, you buy the tire. Unbelievable. Spare tire has correct air pressure and has a minimum of 5/30 seconds. Not that the spare tire's there, it's that it's a durable spare tire that's functional if you need it. Jack and tools are correct and are present and secured. You know, I hate to take you guys back in the beginning of my sales career, but when you sold a pre-owned car back in the 80s, I promise you, you better check to see if the tire tools and the jack and everything were present, because somebody sold a car next to it the day before and it didn't have them, and they opened the trunk and they just moved them over. So if you didn't check, you might have shown the car 2 days ago, everything was there, and you didn't check, and your customer calls you back a month later and go, man, I didn't even get a jack. And you're sitting there going, no, I know I checked that, but you didn't check it every time. So make sure the customer knows that all that. Go through it with them. Open up the trunk on the walk around, say, this is a pre-owned car. I know it's certified, but this is the proper tools. This is everything you need in case something happens. You drive into a neighborhood that's got construction, you get that random screw or nail. Paint is free of swirl marks. It has an even and high luster. I've been to so many stores where you walk up to a car and you're going like, wow, how did this get through the loop? How did the technician and the detail department and the used car manager and the sales professionals look at this car and go, this is the best of the best, premium, top of the line, can't find a better vehicle anywhere else in the city, and you're looking at it and going like, the swirl marks match up all over, because obviously this person that had it before drove it through a brush car wash and has destroyed the paint. That is a pre-owned car. It's not a certified car. Couple more for you. Body is free of all dents. Now there's a difference between a dent and a ding. If it looked like somebody put their elbow into the side of the door, that's a dent. If it's less than the size of a quarter, that's a ding. And in some markets, gang, where you're in a major metro, I mean, cars are supposed to have dings. I mean, they're supposed to have a little character on them because you park them in such tight places, and you're really never going to have a car that's going to be free of all that. But there's a difference between a dent and a ding, and that's why I chose that one. Interior leather, vinyl, plastic, carpet, all the fabric surfaces in the car. There's no holes, there's no scratches. You know, you ought to be able to say, that's a 3-year-old car, and I think the interior of that car probably looks as good as it did the day it was new. Boy, that is such a great statement, because you realize that the customer is actually getting a discount off what they would be getting if they were buying a brand new car. So that's not the world's top 10 out of 160. That's 10 that I chose that I think give you that first statement when you're talking to a customer. Say, this reflects our attitude of the way we certify cars here in our dealership. Remember, premium cars bring a premium price, and when you make it premium, it is premium. People in America will pay more for premium. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.